we are going to review 2 books. I knew I was going to die. Striding on my way, I myself shivered with cold and with fear, listening. My attention diverted. Too late, I sensed a presence behind me. Some small sound, perhaps the chuff of shoe leather against the frozen mud and crushed stone of the street, perhaps the hiss of an evil breath. But even as I opened my startled mouth to gasp, even as I leapt to turn, something seized me around the neck. Something unseen, behind me, fearsomely strong, gripping tight, tighter. Not a human grasp, some narrow doom, serpentine, constricting, biting into my throat. I could not think. I had never even reached for my dagger. I only racked it, dropping my lantern as both hands flew up to claw the thing. Whatever it was, tormenting my neck, but already I felt my breathing cut off, my body thrashing in pain, my mouth stretching in a voiceless scream, my vision dimming to darkness, and I knew I was going to die. Sunny day, unlike Enola in this moment, but don't worry, she's okay. So today we'll be reviewing, as I said in the beginning, 2 books, but first, Enola Holmes, The Case of the Left-Handed Lady, which you cannot see because of the tilting, but anyway, it's going to be a major film series, I think on Netflix, but anyway, onto the book. So, I don't want to give you the full rundown because that's too many spoilers, so I'll just give you a couple of you. Enola gets guarded, she stabs the guy, she saves the girl, got some cool disguises in the making as well. So, what I liked about this book was definitely better than Marquis' book because it has a sense of finality because it closes the case, and but it also kind of continues it in a very good book. She also is quite helpful, and I cannot tell what house she's in because I like Harry Potter. Hufflepuff, Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, or Slytherin. They are good choices, but anyway. Great book. She helps people, and I like that. She also is pretty poor. She has a very creative name. Ivy, Meshle? Meshle? Not sure how to pronounce that. I also hope you liked my British accent, as I like it. See? Likes. Now to move on to the dislikes. What I did not like about this book. It shared some tropes of the Marquis book, which were some pretty new tropes that I didn't find exactly, that I found creative, but were not my favorite, that I would not really enjoy in a book, which was people turning themselves in after they escaped or ran away themselves, which is the good thing to do, so maybe they're trying to say that, but did not exactly feel like it. I would rate this book 3.5 out of 5, much better than our 2.5, 2 from the Marquis book. Would recommend this book if you're looking for a light mystery to keep you entertained during a short wait. Yeah. On the back it says Sherlock Sisters back on the case, which I just find so cute. So yeah, now on to our second book. Too Close for Comfort. Upon studying the hawthorn more closely, I saw that its jagged branches were wound round with tendrils of a delicate vine whose white flowers had already wilted. Bindweed. A sort of wild trumpet flower, bindweed would be as common as sparrows in country hedgerows come summertime. But like the hawthorn this early in the year, it must have been so cultivated with the hawthorn to entwine it so. Bindweed, more correctly known as a convolvulus. The plant indicated something convoluted, something stealthy, entangling, twisted. And its ominous bouquet, it seemed to me, had come from quite a twisted mind. I had to find out. But as I turned to question Mrs. Watson in more detail, the parlour door burst open, and without waiting for the maid to announce him, a tall, impeccably clad, yet vehement gentleman strode in. Almost swooped in, his manner as hawk-like as the keen profile of his face. Mr. Sherlock Holmes. And Enola Holmes, The Case of Bizarre Bouquets. This book was just as good, maybe even as good as its predecessor, but we'll get into that later. First, some details. Somebody has their nose ripped off by rats. Ow. She becomes beautiful, even though every woman, every person is handsome or beautiful in their own sense. Yes, it has some opera glasses and a lot of flower definitions, which is cool, and some Cockney cool accents and a lot of disguises, so that's good. What I liked about this book, disguises rats chewing off faces, which sounds disgusting, but rats chewing off faces. Just hear me. I feel terrible for you. It's also got a lunatic asylum, which I did not exactly particularly like, but still was very interesting to read about. Yeah. So, what I disliked about this book, I mean, I can't find anything I disliked with it, besides that Mycroft figured out, spoilers that I don't want you guys to hear, so, there were pretty much, like, no spoilers. Not no spoilers, no bad stuff about this book. I loved it. It was so good. I loved it. Oh my gosh. And Watson goes missing because, Watson has to be found. And Sherlock doesn't take credit for finding him, which is so cool. So yeah, I just like that, and I liked that. I would rate this book 4 out of 5. Not the best writing skill. I mean, it is great writing skill, but not the best, but 4 to 5. Pretty good. And, I don't know what else to say about it. As I said, light mystery, something interesting to read, maybe something you could give to a child, be like, here, it catches you up, and it's also a great mystery to read by itself. So, it's interesting. And it's also outsmarting the world's greatest sleuth, which is cool. So, thank you guys for watching this video and sticking with me through my blunders. I also want to say, if you're 18 or older, please go vote. Your vote counts to make this world a better place for me. And this is not a commercial. Bye.